had another judgment for him. All right, basically, he wishing he had never been born. Okay, go ahead, bro.
There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest.
So, when you are in the spirit world, you're not suffering, okay? Because he said he wished he had died in his mother's womb, all right? So when you are not on this earth, you're in a place of peace. Going back to Ecclesiastes 3:16, the place of judgment is the earth. That's why you come back and you might be in a fucked up predicament. That's why you might be born shit without a nose, blind, deaf, can't taste, paralyzed, can't move. All right? Because you was judged from the things you've done in a past life, man. It's proves reincarnation. That's right. Go ahead, bro. What up, brother guy?
Exodus chapter 20, verse 5. It says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to him who serve him, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me."
Yep. Just talking about these other gods, which the God in the earth, because the word God means judge. God in the earth right now is Esau, Edom. What you see our people out here doing at these protests, bowing themselves down. Literally. You got footage of them literally bowing themselves down before police officers, getting whacked across the motherfucking head, getting put in handcuffs and slammed in jail. The Lord laughing at you, man. You know? And the scriptures prove that. Matter of fact,
I got that scripture because it says that he visits
the iniquity of
visiting the iniquity of the fathers
break it
and the
down.
children unto the third and fourth generation. And that proves reincarnation.
Yep.
Or regeneration. You come back through your father's line to the third or fourth generation. You know? Because, you know, also it's written in Exodus, I don't know exactly where, but it says that that a child shouldn't suffer the sins of his father. So let's say, you know, this brother is my dad. He was wicked, and I was born. I wouldn't have to suffer
for things I've done.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I wouldn't have to suffer for the things that he did.
Yeah.
But when I have a son, and he dies, and I have a son, he can come back as my son.
Yeah.
And then he would suffer. You know, the Most High would create those evil spirits created for his vengeance. You know, sick the dog on his calf or something.
Yeah.
And then that's how he visits the iniquities to the third generation.
Yep. And even in the womb, the Lord can have spirits working for when you come out of the womb be fucked up. You know? It's a lot of things that the Most High can work to bring forth judgment, either before you were born or after you were born. You know, but like the brother was going into, you as the son don't pay for the sins of your father. You actually would be paying for the sins of your forefathers, which was you coming back, okay, to the third and fourth generation, which is what he just read, okay. But we can get back on the prophecies. Let brothers had some more on what we was just speaking on. You had something out?
Yeah, I had John 9. I'm just start at the top.
Go ahead.
It's just, you know, basically going into reincarnation, you know. But this is John 9:1. It says, "And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was blind?" Right.
Yeah, because it is understood, you know, that back then that, you know, you come back. You know, that whole heaven and hell shit, that was created by the Roman Catholic Church around, you know, 300 AD. But back then it was understood that, you know, you come back and you suffer the consequences of what your actions in your past life. Yeah. So when they saw this blind man, they asked Yahushua, you know, was it him or his parents? Meaning, was it him or did he do something in this life, or was it something in his past life?
Right.
And then you can continue reading on that.
All right, it says, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Yahushua answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him.
Right, so he said neither. He said he was born this way so that, you know, the Most High could show off, basically.
Yep.
He can make a blind man see. Then Yahushua went forth and made him see. He told that blind man to go, what did he tell him? He told him to like go tell everybody in the city or something. And then there's a testimony, just like us today, man. You know, the elect, you know, they're born in fucked up situations just to show the might of the Lord, how He can deliver them out of that. You know, just because you catch hell may not always be for something that you did wrong. It's just to test your faith to see if you'll call upon the Lord, and it'll be a testimony unto you when you get delivered out of it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But for the majority of people, that 2/3, like the brother just held up, that 2/3, you know, they're gonna have to, because they won't wake up to the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't want to understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua's judgment. So they're gonna have to know it through scourges, through death and pain. Brother wants. Do you still have that Zechariah?
I can get it. Zechariah 14:12. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, that's a deadly plague, man. So what's that talking about? It's talking about those nuclear missiles.
Right.
Because what other plague does that? While you're standing, your flesh just consumes away. Your eyeballs melt away in their sockets. Your tongue melts away. And like I said earlier, you can Google image Hiroshima and Nagasaki burn victims. You know, when after the radiation hit them, they were trying to go to hospitals, and they were just trying to like cool them off, like rub them down with like wet towels, and skin was coming off.
Like it's buffering.
These nuclear missiles ain't no joke, man. Like I said earlier, when the Most High threatens, it's a promise. So you best believe that it's coming. And if your brother wants to grab that in 2 Peter's.
I'm there. Go ahead. It's the spirit. Go ahead, bro. I'm there too.
Let me see. I'm trying to see where I want to start up. Because I can really go to 7.
Yeah, you can start at 7.
Okay. All right. This 2 Peter 3 and verse 7, it says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. You know, that's 2/3 and the wicked man. You know, that's the judgment. What you going into? It says, verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Yeah, because there's been nuclear talk ever since, you know, World War II, ever since that they were created. And people have been saying that, yeah, nuclear holocaust is going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And people count it slackness. But we know it's just long suffering, you know, because the Most High works on His time. He doesn't work on our time.
Yeah, they'll show you images of that stuff too in movies, you know, and how you thinking it's not gonna happen. Like it's something that's a fairy tale or something that's false.
Like a fictional movie.
Like a fictional movie. Yeah. But now it's like in that movie Terminator. One with you got the picture of Sarah Connor holding that fence there, you know, getting burned down by that fire. You know, that's what it's gonna be, man. You know, when them nukes start hitting, man. That fire, that wave of fire, man. What scripture is that? It says it's like a beast or something.
Yeah, you read it.
Oh, you already read? Okay. Yeah, but you know that nuclear fire, man, it's gonna be like a wave, man. You know, like what you were talking about with what is that? Japan? Like they got hit. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's gonna put that shit, make that shit look like nothing, man. You know? Keep going. 2 Peter 3:10 it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up."
It says the elements shall pass away with fervent heat,
right,
or melt away with fervent heat. If you research how a nuclear missile works, it's something called nuclear fusion. There's two types. There's nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. Basically, what it does is it breaks up the protons and neutrons of the basic elements. It'll change the element. Because when that happens, that causes a chain reaction into the elements breaking up and collecting electrons and creating a new element. So even the elements are going to have to melt away. All right? They're going to have to change. That's how much the Most High hates this place, man. Like, elements, man, like the periodic elements has to change in this place.
That's judgment. It says, verse 11, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?"
Right, so seeing that everything here in America is going to be burnt up,
right,
what manner of person should you be? Alright, knowing that your 9-to-5 job is going to be obliterated. You know, your bank account is going to get obliterated. The clothes that you wear. You know, the woman you lay next to at night.
right,
The bed that you lay in. The video games that you play.
yep.
All of that's going to be burnt away. So what manner of person are you to be? And all holy conversation and holiness. You know, get into the scriptures. Lay up your treasures in heaven.
Right.
I got a quick precept.
You got it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man."
Yeah. Fear the Most High, because He's the only one that can, allow you to be destroyed in that nuclear missile, or He can deliver you out of it.
Right.
So you're gonna fear Him and do what He says. That's the whole duty of man. You know, we fear the Most High. That's why we're out here preaching this word, because we don't want to suffer the Most High's judgment. This is our reasonable service. You know, the Most High commanded us to sit upon a watchtower and watch. So we're watching for prophecies to unfold.
Oh, you
Speaking of that judgment, I'll go ahead and read verse 14 as well. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. That's also in Revelation 2. So you got something.
Yeah, this Matthew 10 and 28, it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. You know, so we supposed to be fearing Yahweh Shai and linking up with your precept too about, you know, keeping the commandments. Fear the Lord and keep his commandments.
The whole duty of man.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't fear Esau. What can man do unto me?
Right.
We have faith in a higher power.
That's right.
You know, Esau is rock, the Most High is paper. This is Revelation 22 and 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. You know, so that's what Yahushua is coming back to do, to destroy and deliver. Destroy the wicked, deliver the righteous. Hey, we want to be on that righteous side, so we're doing the righteous works.
This second Ezra is 9 and 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
Right, by your works and faith, where we believed. Because we believe in nuclear destruction. We believe that this is coming.
That's right.
We believed it before the coronavirus happened. Right. Before people started protesting and rioting. We knew uproars of the people were going to happen.
How do we
And
know?
we also believe that it's going to intensify.
We're starting to see it just happening more and more and more now. So that's constantly boosting your faith though. When you start to see all these things happening, at first we were seeing it a little bit, you know, you'll see prophecy pop out.
Yeah.
But now it's like Jake waiting on the next prophecy. Okay, what's next? We just had, you know, you started to hear how Kobe Bryant did. Come back after that, coronavirus.
What happened in Iran,
Well,
the
the general.
Iranian general.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, skip over that.
Yep. Prophecy just happening back to back to back to back. And Jake see it too. I seen a post on Instagram. Jake was basically like saying, all right, well, the alien's next on deck. You know what I'm saying? Making a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, what's next? The alien's next.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's a spirit though.
But the Pentagon released footage of military footage of, you know, so-called UFOs. They released it to the press. They came out and said, yeah, UFOs exist. We don't know what they are, which they do.
Right.
That's why Space Force is
Space
being
Force
coming into existence. That's why SpaceX just had a space launch with NASA going up to that International Space Station.
You got a precept on it.
There you go.
It's Isaiah 25. It's like Jeremiah. Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of a covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Which is going into the deception that's put out there. Right? That's why you see people waking up to that different those different traps and snares that Esau set out there. Is he telling you this and telling you that? But now the people are realizing what's what. okay, and you see